Good morning and welcome to Unicorn Square. My name is Bridget, Fairy Liaison, Human Sparkle, and today I'm one day late. My week got a little backwards because I added Tuesday night as a fun bingo night, which was super fun, and I won. It was a virtual bingo game on Facebook, so I was really proud of my bingo skills. But it backed up my whole week unknowingly, and so I'm a day behind, which is really wild. And it's a nice reminder that I need to keep my calendar a little bit more strict. And also, I'm not going to be super hard on myself because I also have been a little off schedule with everything in the fairy world because of making face masks. I'm almost to 100 face masks, which the majority of them I've donated. And if you're watching this now, I've donated to healthcare professionals, as well as some folks at the post office, which I was like, you should have a better face mask. And so I've been making these. This is what they look like. This is just one of them. And they have a little pocket inside. This one's one of mine. And so they've been super popular, and now I have a lot of folks that have been asking about them. This is a public service announcement, and they're $10 each, so you can go ahead and shoot me a message if you are in need of some face masks. If you're working in a hospital or an essential service, I do have some left also that are for free, so you can contact me as well and I'll send one out to you, because I had a super awesome person that wanted to support sending free masks out, and so I have a little shipping fund to be able to ship them out. So please let me know. So that's my announcement. So I've been a little bit and it's okay because it feels good to assist, and I'm very blessed to know how to sew. And today I have all of these that I'll be finishing. So this is kind of what they look like. There's let me see if I have a smaller batch I can show you. There's three pieces, and what happens is that they go. The next step is that they'll sew one on top of the other. Come on and work here. Right? So then it's a pocket where it'll fit one of the I should say fancy, but the N95s that we hear about on the news. And then it accordions up and it turns into a face mask. And then I wash them, well, actually no, I dry them in hot, in the highest setting on my dryer, but I recommend when you get them, you can wash them as well. But I basically have been in quarantine all winter here at Unicorn Square. And so I've got that going for me. Not much has changed as far as that goes, and no one comes into my fairy realm at the moment, except for the fairies. Let's see. Hello, fairy. So it's kind of exciting. And unicorns, you know, they're always welcome. Fairies, unicorns are animals. So today is the magical creature sketch artist. I want to get right into it. And let's just do a brief recap of where we've been so far. We had, let's see, 2 weeks ago, we had the gentle deer. Oh, it was so magical and lovely and gentle. I love that deer so much. And then last week, we explored the magic of Venice and how it is giving great hope because you can see the bottom of the water in Venice right now. And so I liked the Venice not analogy, because it truly is happening, but I find that with the Venice example, that we can use this time to see what kind of awesome magic is going to happen when the spring and the summer, and just on the planet Earth in general and all of nature. Like, I'm so stoked that they're also getting a reset button. And so that has been a really something pretty awesome to think about. And I'll do this as a side note, while I am fully aware, I watch the news one time in the day, in the morning, and then I don't watch it again, because I believe that your words have power, your thoughts have power, and if you focus on the speculation of the worst case scenario, I don't want to, that's not how I choose to spend my time, focusing on the future of the unknown. If anything, I would prefer to spend my time and my thoughts and words speculating on amazing things that'll happen, of everyone healing and the earth healing. And so that's kind of my mindset. So so not to discount anything that's currently happening, and definitely prayers go out daily, and my fun meditation, I say fun, but my meditation. So in this moment, prayers go out. As far as the future goes, no one knows the future. And so instead of focusing on worst case scenarios, I like to focus on best case scenarios. That was part of the Venice Canal. So that's another public service announcement. And my fairy gratitude tree, which you can join me in the morning for as we add in a gratitude, because it is very healthy also to add in some positivity and some gratitudes, because if you get super bummed out and oversaturated about all the bad, it actually is counterproductive for your own personal health. So just like taking your vitamins, I find it to be just as important to express what you're grateful for. And they're fun to look back on. And the tree is getting super full. And if you have a gratitude you want to send in, I'm happy to add it to the tree. And it's really super fun. And it's a good time to be able to look back on what your gratitudes were. Some of them were super deep. I was feeling like super deep that day. And then some of them, like my favorite that I keep on using as an example, because they were good, my peanut butter cookies, which now I'm like, I think I need to make another batch. So some of them are just really fun. They don't make you happy. So that's really good for you. And today it's astounding. This is our magical creature of the day, is our amazing fox. I love this fox so much. So my dad, AKA the magical creature sketch artist, draws all of my magical creatures. And this is the fox sketch, which I'm like, his sketches have been amazing. And always have been, but they've been really cool. And it's really neat because I was sitting there going, what magical creature should we have today? And the wild thing is that whenever, and this is part of the whole magical creature sketch artist, whenever all creatures are magical, right? Fairies are magical, unicorns are magical, but also animals that we see in nature, whether it's in the ocean or a reptile or a spider or a mammal or birds, they all are magical, and each one of them, when they pop into your life, have a super special message to share with you. There are no accidents, and I believe that it's a really fun, like I look at everything as kind of like a video game, where all of a sudden it's like, ding, here comes a fox. Oh, what does that fox have to say? And so that is kind of super fun. And so I was seeing a lot of fox on my internet, like scrolling through. It was like a lot of fox, like cute little fox stories. And I've seen one here. There's one that is my favorite that I always see in the same spot, and it's been super fun. So fox are really cool. And so the message that the fox brings is that they're very gentle and kind. Fortune, luck, and opportunity. Those are some overarching items. And then they also have some magic. They're very lighthearted, and yet they're clever and sly and agile. They love to play, and they remind you to forget your worries and to have fun while working, enjoying life, and making sure that you play in nature. That's a super big theme for the fox. They're also tricksters, which I thought would also be good since yesterday was April 1st. Or maybe it was 2 days ago. I don't know. But it's April, and it's close enough to April Fool's Day, so the fox is a really good one for that. And my most favorite message is, love what you do, and do it with glorious, playful enthusiasm. That is super, that's a super fun mantra. And self-isolating, and physically distancing ourselves from everyone. We have this gift of time to really, and this crystal with my fairies has been coming up a lot, which is green aventurine, and it's very discerning. And the fox reminds you of that too. And what is the most important thing is to sit there and say, reflect on exactly what makes you happy or unhappy, and to let go of whatever no longer serves you, and that's super important. And then on the magical side of things, because the fox is super magical, it also resonates with the earth spirit, and it reminds you that the earth supplies you with all of its needs. And because it's a night creature, it has supernatural powers. You can see them most from dusk to dawn, and it's really wild because dusk is my most favorite time to go out in nature, because it is true. It's a time when magic and your everyday reality, they cross paths. That's when the veils are the thinnest, and that's when I can see mostly the komorebi, which is the light filtering through the trees, and it opens up some magic. It opens up a lot of magic at dusk. So, and foxes live there, and they're on the edge of the forest and open land. So they're between time and places, which makes them really cool as a guide for the fairy realm. Yes, they are. They'll totally be like, come and hang with me. I'll show you the way to the fairy realms, which is super rad. They also are they lean very much towards women, reminding you that you're Wonder Woman, and to know your worth, and to have strong boundaries, which I think is super amazing message. And they're clever, and and they want to remind you that the answers and solutions to your problem, and any problem, is at hand. They're very adaptable and swift, fast like a fox, and very discerning. And this is the other part. They're very discerning, and that's the part where it's finding exactly what makes you happy or unhappy, right? And you can overcome challenges, and it's an awesome time to take some risks as far as leading you towards what makes you happy, right? And life is a journey to be enjoyed, not a problem to solve. And I like that too. So yeah, it's a really, really cool. And right now, the solitude and the silence is the perfect time to really envision your way out. So if you are in a situation in your life where you do have a lot that no longer serves you, this quiet time right now, and the fox reminds you that this is a gift to be able to see your way out of a situation that you no longer wish, that doesn't serve you for your highest good. So I think that that's a super awesome thing. And the other thing that it resonated with, and this is a card that's been coming up a lot, is Awakening. And this is from my little fairy messages. And so it says to change the way you're looking at a situation, right? And I think that that's really cool, because the fox also is along those lines, saying if you have difficulty adjusting to a new living condition, open your eyes, change the way you're looking at the situation, and you can be fluid and adaptable. You have all the tools and resources to turn a difficulty around if you try a different angle, which I think is super amazing. So the fox, like, who knew? And I like to bring this up, and I might be doing little small booklets to go with these, because right now I have the magical creatures as a magical color changing mug. So I take this artwork and put it on a cool mug that changes colors when you pour a hot beverage into it, and then the message is revealed. And I still have to pick out pick out one overarching quote for the magical creature, and I still have to pick that one out. But I'm out of time for today, and so I'll add that in later. And thank you so much for joining along today for the Magical Creature Sketch Artist. The Fox had a lot to say. This is a long one. We had some public service announcements too. But you can like, share, subscribe. I think the subscribe button's right there. And it's super fun to always bring you some insight from Mother Nature and the fairies and the animal realm. I hope you have a really awesome day. Follow along. All the links are below. And you can go to unicornsquare.com to see more about the fox. Have a great day.